Guys, welcome back to our Flutter app intro screens tutorial series where we're building this awesome app intro screens for Flutter, and we had reached quite far in our main.dot file where we had started sending these parameters image, title and content to our make page widget, and make page widget is what we're going to be building in this particular video. Before that, what we will do is we'll head over to our pubspec YAML file, and here assets is what we have to uncomment, and you have to make sure that the A is below this hash exactly, so that the indentation matters a lot in the pubspec YAML file, otherwise Flutter won't be able to understand what we've written, and this dash should be exactly below S. Similarly for the second image as well, and we'll have a third link, and here the link will actually be assets / images and / step1.png, and here again we'll have assets. Here the spelling is wrong, so assets / images / step2.png and assets / images / step3.png. So we also need to create a folder called assets. So click outside all these folders and create a folder called assets. Inside that you'll have a folder called images. Okay, so coming back, so I think we'll just save it again so that it finds these images. Yeah, so it won't find these images because you've not put the images yet. So we'll come back to our main.dot file, and in our main.dot file, after our scaffold and after this bracket, so just make sure this right now the widgets that we'll be making, the make page widget, is still a part of home page state, right? So make sure inside this last bracket is where you start writing your widget for make page, and here you'll accept image, title, content, and we'll say reverse is equal to false. Right, so that's what you're passing here: image, title and content, these three things. And inside the widget, so this is the widget that basically accepts these and makes a page out of it. So we'll return a container which will have a padding property of edge and sets dot only, and you'll say left 50, right 50 and bottom 60. And after that we'll give it a child, and column will have a main axis alignment property which will have main axis alignment dot center, and then we'll have children. Inside children we'll say widget, and here we'll say not reverse, and then question mark column, this will have children property again, and which will be of type widgets. We'll put a padding widget inside padding widget. As you know, it has a padding property, so we'll say edge and sets dot symmetric, horizontal 20, comma child is image dot asset image. So we have written all this code right now to get our image in place. And after image, we'll put a size box, which is basically a space of about 30 pixels. Then we'll put our text for our title, and we'll put a text, and then we'll put another space, and then text for our content. Right? So let's get started again after we've created our image. So we'll put a comma here so that Flutter knows that we want to put it in a different line after saving, and after padding we'll put a comma and we'll create a sized box like I mentioned for space. So we'll give it a height of 30 pixels, and after sized box we'll put a comma again. After widget there's a comma, and after our column we'll say colon sized box, put a comma here, and this is where we'll start putting up our text widget. So inside that we'll write our title. So image here and title here are these parameters that are coming into this widget, right? So title of whichever page is being rendered right now, so the title of that page comes out here, and so we'll have to give it some style, right? So the style will have the text style widget. Inside text style you have your color, so you'll say color sys.primary. Color sys is your file that we have created here, which has all the color values, and here you'll say font size 30 comma font weight is font weight dot bold. Alright, and after text style you put a comma, after text you put a comma again, and here you'll put a size box again, because after your title you'll put a space text size box, and then we'll write our description. So let's put a sized box of height 20 comma, and after sized box put a comma again, and inside the text we want to put our content. So content is again this value that you receive in this as a parameter, and we'll say text align dot center. If you can see, it's aligned to the center. Okay, and then we'll, just like we did with the title, we'll give it a style, and we'll use the text style widget again. So here we'll have color, and we'll say color sys dot gray that we've already defined in our color sys file. Put a comma here, we'll give it a font size of 20, put a comma, and font weight of font weight dot w400, and after text style we'll put a comma again, after text we'll again put a comma, and here we'll say reverse question mark column. Inside that column we'll again say children of type widget, and we'll put a sized box of height 30 comma, and after the size box we'll put a padding widget. Inside padding will have a padding property. We'll say edge insets dot symmetric horizontal 20, put a comma, say child image dot asset, and here here we'll say image, put a comma after that. So after padding widget column, we'll put another sized box and put a comma. And we have a column here. After column, let's put a comma, and after container, let's put a semicolon. So the issue has gone away now. And after this bracket is where we'll start defining our indicator widget. And before we create our indicator widget, what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste some images into my assets/images folder. And you can copy and paste these exact same images once I put the code on GitHub, or you can put any other images. Only the names should be step 1, step 2, step 3, that's all. And you can put any other images that you want, right? So I've put these images, and the source of these images is Canva. I got these images on Canva. You can do the same if you want. So let's go back to our main.dot file, and here we'll say widget with a capital W, and we'll say indicator bool is active, and we'll return animated container, and we'll say duration milliseconds 300, comma height 6, and width is active question mark 30:6, comma margin edge inset